right? They're gonna have to come to the prophets of the Lord. They ain't gonna have no choice, man. Okay, and it's gonna be on them. The Lord's gonna put the Spirit on them. Okay, because what did the Lord say? They shall run to and fro in search of the word of the Lord, man. Okay, so right now they have the news, they have the internet, they have those things, right? But when those things go out and things are happening, there's mass death, there's plagues, there's illnesses, okay, there's famine, and they got no answers, they got no hope. Guess who they're gonna have to go and look for, man? Okay, right? It says, verse 17, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, right? Which is coming, okay? That's coming, man, okay? I don't know if it was 2020 when they had that program where you could snitch on your neighbor, okay, if they didn't take the you know what I mean? That shit's coming back, man. That's gonna come back, and it's gonna come back worse, okay? I swear I remember that in 2020 and going up to like 2021, 2022, they had that where you could snitch on your neighbor if they didn't take the doop, okay? Or they were doing shady stuff and they didn't take the doop, okay? That's what they did, and that's gonna come back. Esau's gonna set up programs where, if anyone's speaking out against us, you can report here and we'll pay you for. That's gonna come back, man. That's going to come back. That's gonna come back. That's gonna cause a whole. Rift, okay? Right? That's gonna cause a whole rift. All these people are gonna do that, man. They're gonna start ratting on people, okay? And you already know, with the censorship that's coming with YouTube and Google and all that stuff, with them Amalekites, man. Those Jewish, I'm just gonna say it, man. All right, those people, man. Literally, okay? They're gonna create programs where it's you can rat, or they're gonna create a line like a telephone line or something like that to that effect, and they're gonna have people calling them, man. Okay, people speaking about the Bible, people speaking about them, people speaking about the times that we're in. If you talk about any of those things, you're gonna be persecuted. It's just like the time of Rome, man. Okay, because Rome was the same way. If you're an Israelite, you're caught celebrating the Sabbath, you were put in the brazen bull, or you were hanged, or your limbs were cut off or something. That's how they were doing it, man. Okay, so that's the tribulation that we're getting ready to head back into. Okay, right? It says, and the councils is governments, agencies, and groups. They're gonna deliver us unto them. And there's going to be groups out here, too, looking for people like us. They're going to be hired by the government. Yeah, man. Just like the visions you'll be having, Akim. Right? That's what's going to happen. Okay? There's going to be groups and task force to deal with people like us. To round us up and all that. Okay? Right? It says, and they will be a scourge for you in their synagogues. Okay? Verse 18. And you shall be brought before governors, kings for my sake. Salakia, okay, for the Lord's sake, okay? So because we teach this word, our faces are out there. Yeah, man, we're probably gonna be persecuted. Some brothers gonna get caught up. Some brothers might go to jail. Some brothers might go to a FEMA camp, okay? Right? However it goes down. But the Lord will protect us, man, okay? Yes, some brothers will be martyrs, yes. Some brothers will have to die for this truth. But it's just an example of our faith, man, okay? It's just an example of our faith. I was even talking about it in that, like Esau he only has power over their body. Like Esau can, torture you and all that. Which in the book of Maccabees, right, with the 7 brothers, okay, they were mocking the Caesar at that time, or the king, or the emperor. I can't remember what title he had. Okay, right? But the king wanted the 7 brothers to denounce their faith. Okay, they wanted the 7 brothers to denounce their faith, man. Okay, not denounce the Lord, denounce being an Israelite, and they didn't. Okay, he cut out their tongues, he cut off their limbs, their fingers, their foots. Okay, even tried to tempt them with money, bribery, all that. Even tried to tempt the mother. So that's the times we're getting ready to come into, man. Okay, try to get them to eat pork. This time it ain't gonna be pork, man. It's gonna be the karagma. They're gonna tempt us with the karagma. Yeah, they're gonna probably offer you money. They're probably gonna offer you a house, a job. I'm telling you, man, because that's how Esau is. You see how these people are like scrambling they can't find places to live, they can't find jobs. Yeah, man, Esau's doing that on purpose so he can make you desperate in the times that's getting ready to come. So when the time comes, he just rolls with the karagma. A lot of people gonna take it, man. Just like in 2020 when it was with the, you know what I mean? Okay? It's the same concept, man. Right? You people are losing your... All these people are, I ain't taking it. I ain't taking it. I ain't taking it. Guess what happened? Your job's on the line. You can't feed your family. Oh, now you take it. Right? Your certification or your license for a nurse, an engineer, any of those things were in jeopardy because you couldn't work. You took it. Okay? So this is why it's gonna come down to faith, man. Alright? Faith and words go hand in hand, yes, but what is it called? The times we're in right now, okay? Yeah, we do the works now, right? But soon enough, it's just gonna be our faith, man. We ain't gonna have time. We ain't gonna be doing the videos no more. You know, we ain't gonna have time to, you know, do lessons and do breakdowns for you guys no more. There ain't gonna be no more of that, man. Okay? This is a breakdown right now. We breaking down the scriptures right now. We're going precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Okay? We're not gonna have time to do those things no more. We're gonna be in time of persecution. Okay? All right, I already said through the Spirit what I believe is that 2026 is a heavy ass year. I will not be surprised if there's a point in time in 2026 when we can't teach. You know, we can't teach. We're not allowed to teach on the streets for a bit or at all anymore. We just gotta do indoor lessons. Okay, and that's why Esau's trying to pass those laws where he can go inside your house for making remarks online. It's already started, man. Go look in the UK. Go look in China. Even some parts of Canada, it happens over here too. Okay? So get ready, man. Get ready. That's that persecution. Alright? Verse 19. Oh no, Slakia. For my name's sake, for the testimony against them and the Gentiles, right? We have a testimony against the heathen, man. Okay? Especially Esau, we have a testimony against you. Okay? We have testimonies, man. And when we get into the kingdom, we're going to have testimonies of how you persecuted us, how you did us wrong. You're going to have certain jakes come. I'm telling you, man. That's how it's going to go down. All right? That's how I like to say through the Spirit, the Lord's been up that RICO case against Esau, man. Esau got a RICO case being built up against him, man. Verse 19. Testimony against them and the Gentiles, verse 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought of how or what ye shall say, right? We're not going to think about how we're going to get away or how we're going to slither away. It's going to be all in the Lord's hands, man. Okay? The Lord might give you spiritual power to break out the camp. The Lord might send an angel to come protect you. You can call on an angel anytime you might get into a big predicament in those times. We don't know how it's really going to go. But we do know instances like that are going to occur. The Lord did say marvelous things were going to happen in those times. Okay? So, hey, man, it's beautiful times we're living in, but still at the same time, it's pretty, you know, because we're in the flesh, man. We're going to be scared. You know, we don't know what's going to happen. When you're in the flesh, you can't predict anything, really. You know, you don't know when things are really going to happen. You know, you have an idea of it, but, you know, you don't really know, right? It says, for it shall be given to you in the same hour what ye shall speak, right? The Lord... Hey, we ain't gonna have a note written down. Oh, I'm gonna say this to Esau if I see it. If I see Donald Trump and I think I'm gonna say, you know, we don't have that. It's just gonna come into our head. The Lord gonna put something in our head to say. Okay? And the times of persecution, the Lord gonna put it in our head to say. Like how I came out here to do this lesson. I didn't plan what I was gonna say word for word, bar for bar. I just came out here and the Spirit started flowing upon me. Right? That's how it's gonna be. Right? It says. Verse 20, for ye shall not, for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of the Father who speaketh in you. The Lord speaks through us, man. This is Yahawah's words, by the way. It's written in red. Okay? The Lord speaks through us. The same way how I'm teaching right now, the Lord's speaking through me. The Spirit's speaking through me. Okay? That's how this works, man. It's not us. This is not us. It's not me. Okay? That's how the Spirit works, man. We're just vessels for the Lord. We're workers for the Lord, man. We're just doing our job, right? And that's our part of our job too, okay? Because every time we come out here and do these lessons, it's actually it's a testimony, okay? Right? We're not only trying to tell the elect, oh, wake up, do. We're also telling of these heathens the downfall that's going to happen to them, okay? The downfall of their empire, the downfall of them ruling, okay? Their destruction cometh, okay? We're doing all of that, man. That's how the Spirit works, right? Verse 21, and the brother shall deliver. So it says the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child. Right? Everyone's gonna be turning on one another. This is why the Lord said the love of many shall wax cold. So there's not gonna be no trust in that day. You know? They ain't gonna be, oh, here, I'll give you some food. Ain't gonna be none of that, man. Everyone's gonna keep what they got to themselves. Ain't gonna be no sharing. It ain't gonna be no love. And if anything, someone's gonna try to take what the fuck you got. Okay? That's the times you're coming into, man. People are coming into some hellish ass times, man. Alright? They see you got some nice shit, they're gonna take it. People do that now. Imagine when people are hungry. Okay? Imagine when people are thirsty, man. Or they need a place to stay. You got heaters in your shit. Their power went out. You know? What do you think's gonna happen, man? What do you think kind of spirit they're gonna come in? Alright? They're gonna want to take what you have, man. Alright?